So I'm not going to lie. You're going to notice something, so I'm just going to point it out. A lot of these songs were indeed on the first Rock Band.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That just made our producer very happy. That right now.
You know what? That's fair.
We live?
That's fair.
You're live.
In 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a little bit since we've been on. I mean, we've been on the island the whole time. We had a guest last time. If you remember, Andy. Andy broke it. I don't know what happened, so we had to take a little break. It's rough when you get a guest like that.
We got a little Lord of the Flies.
Yeah. We had to take a little break after Andy, but we're back, and we still love you, Andy. It's okay. You didn't break it. We're here, and we have another guest. So, because Andy messaged me, he was concerned that he broke the whole thing, and we were never going to have a guest again after him.
It was pretty bad. So.
And that's why I killed him.
And and that's our guest right there.
Totally don't go listen to
Jesse,
the last podcast.
What's happening, Jesse?
Not a whole lot.
Oh,
Happy to be on the island. Happy to be stranded.
I brought my island hat. We still don't have a name for the island, so we got to get a name.
I know a name. We can't name the island.
There's a lot of those.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
So we have. We're gonna apologize to you ahead of time. We're gonna apologize to Jesse because Jesse, for the most part, likes to be organized, and Javier and I. We do pseudo-organization because if it's too organized, then we get bored. Mm-hmm. So that's why we sort of bounce back and forth. She had really good ideas about how to get organized so that we knew what song we were on. But Javier and I tried this before. And the last podcast we did, it just became organized. And then we're like, I just don't want to be organized. I just want to talk and yell at each other. And
the problem is that you need to leave yourself space for improv and like actual conversation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if you get a little too...
And you're an improv professional now.
Yeah.
You
I'm also
graduated.
autistic is the problem. So that's why I'm like, hey, what if we organize this? What
So
if
that's
we
what's been wrong?
Exactly. And
the
that's
whole
why
time.
I was trying to
The
figure it
whole
out.
time.
That's why we're apologizing to her ahead of
Yes,
time.
hey.
Because we're gonna
Sorry
try
about your
to stay on this.
ADHD. It's going to be rough. Like that's...
My ADHD is on the bullet train moving that way.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out from there. But today, we are going to the 2000s. 2000 to 2009 songs that we would want on the island. It's supposed to be 10 songs. They always make fun of me because I always have more.
Yeah.
I have 25, but only 19 of them are really viable. And I do have a solid 10 for the first time ever. I don't think I've ever had a solid 10. Although I'm sure that as you guys say things, my solid 10 is going to go by the wayside because I'm going to want to kick one out.
Possibly. I don't know how much you've actually listened to a lot of the songs on my list.
Well, apparently we haven't heard any of Jesse's.
You might not. I mean, you've heard a couple. I have a couple of people who are recognizable, a couple of bands who are recognizable, but then some of them you're going to hear and go, hey, what was going on in the early 2000s for you? What was happening? Because it was... so I looked at some of these and went...
You were no longer in the circus at that time.
Yeah, still in the circus.
Oh, you were still in the circus
Still
in the 2000s?
Yep.
Right, that's a different podcast, everybody.
Here's the thing, though, is I went straight from the circus to the trailer park, so it got real weird. Was
there a difference?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Fewer tigers involved in the fights.
Fewer tigers? Were the trailers bigger or smaller?
So I'm expecting a lot of
Bigger,
Scott and Seether.
Actually, no Seether on this. I figured you'd have that covered for me. I don't want to say anything disparaging to my host, but you have a Seether vibe. And so
Excuse me, it's not Seether, it's 3 Days Grace vibe. Okay.
Yeah, both can be true. Both can be true.
So I think, Javier, without telling us, what's your list looking like?
So I am going to warn my co-hosts and the people at home that this is probably the most recognizable any of my lists is ever going to be.
Okay.
It is surprisingly commercial.
And sort of one note, you said.
Very one note.
Okay, that's interesting.
The problem is that the 2000s, one, I didn't have Spotify, and I wasn't on YouTube a whole lot, so there wasn't a lot of new music being introduced to me until later. But the music that I was introduced to was very formative.
Right.
Which is probably going to be very, very apparent as we go forward with more lists.
All right. And Jesse, your list. What's
Mine's like if Arena Rock did ketamine. It's very strange. It's
Can
like
we clip that?
my do you need a clean version of that?
Yeah.
My taste in music is Arena Rock meets ketamine. Mine is Tailgate at a Bucks game. Very, very. So it's a little bit of that, but it's also a little bit. I was just starting to get into alternative music and industrial and things like that. So it's a little all over the place, but it's very like the more you listen to it, you'll go, yeah,
That checks
yeah,
out.
actually
Mine-
that works.
All right. Mine is all over the place. Mm-hmm. And with that, I'm going to give you my first song on my top 10 that I'm bringing to the island from the 2000s. And I'm going to be very specific to this because there is a great version of this song. And my goodness, there's an awful version of this song, and they always play the awful version on the radio.
Oh, okay. I know exactly
Yes.
where you're going. Okay.
Life is a Highway
Yeah.
by Rascal Flatts.
Yeah.
The other version, I can't stand it. It's like, life is a highway, I want to ride it all night long. And I'm like, there is no drive in this. There is no pep in this song. There's no like, yeah, it's a highway. Rascal Flatts does a great job with that song. I can't remember who the other people are, but it's annoying.
You just blew my mind. I thought that came out in like '92. So I'm like, what?
No. And like I said, that
I thought you were looking at him because that was on your list. The other version, I was like, first of all,
I
I
hope
didn't
the
think
other
your
version's
taste was
not on
that bad.
anybody's list.
Second of all, I was like,
You listen to me,
what?
Caesar.
I just think they played the other version because it was played by some pop group, which I can't remember.
Yeah.
But because the other one was Rascal Flatts, they just didn't play it on the pop stations, even though it was better.
You will be happy to know that the Cars area in the Art of Animation Resort plays that song on a loop.
Do they play? Do they play the Rascal Flatts version?
yeah.
They have to because that's the one that was made.
That
for
was
the
in the
movie.
movie. Okay, good.
Yeah. So if you go there,
All right.
you wake up to that. Like it's like an army trumpet, except it's life is a highway, and it's something
constant.
Yes.
I assume.
I'm sorry. And again, listen, our ADHD train, the train of thought just jumps off. We'll go back for it. Mm-hmm. You just gave me a flashback. Javier and I went to work an event in Atlanta at the Atlanta Convention Center. We stayed up the night before to make sure we had everything set up perfectly so that we could sleep in the next day and actually go in to work nice and fresh.
Oh yeah.
I already know where this is going, and I hate it.
6 o'clock in the morning, down at the park right next to our hotel. Hey, everybody, say hi to Grandma Jonah. She's 92 years old, and she's running her marathon for the 13th year in a row. They had a marathon that started at 6 a.m.
so bad.
And it was booming. We were like in the 23rd floor, so I can't imagine the people who were like in the 3rd and 4th floor. They must have been
It had to be
died.
so bad.
So the idea of sleeping in just did not work. 2 days of that. Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Both days they had this whole marathon and thing going on at the park. It was so bad.
It was upsetting. It was
Yeah,
upsetting.
we did not get to sleep in. We stayed up all night working for no reason.
Oh,
But
I
it was
hate
just
that
like
for
you just went, ah! That's
yeah.
So Jess, you're not wrong. The original Tom Cochrane version, which is what Angel is talking about.
Yes.
In 1991, the cover, which was in 2006, was Rascal Flatts.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay,
Which
so
is the
I'm,
good version. That's
Yeah.
got like energy and pep to it. But I understand because they did it for the movie Cars, like you said.
Yeah.
So that makes more sense. But yeah, that's my one there. You want to go next?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
I'll
see.
go
Let's see what
next.
Jesse has.
Okay, do
go
we
next.
recognize it is the big question.
I'm going to start with some of the ones you recognize.
Okay.
Okay.
So my first one for the island, this goes out to my sweet husband. So it's Red Hot Chili Peppers' "Tell Me Baby." I feel like that is a good island song. I mean, Red Hot Chili Peppers is a good island band anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers and you're just, there's no way to be in a bad mood, you know? Like, we actually listened to them on the way home from what I consider a desert island. We were glamping,
Yeah.
in the middle of a... Producer, could you help me with the location we were at?
Yeah, I totally would if I remembered.
Oh, good.
We were in the middle of Florida.
In the middle of nowhere is the important part.
In Florida.
And it was summer. And it was hot, and
Yeah.
there was no AC, and that's the perfect time to go glamping. You know,
Of
when
course,
when the tent is a greenhouse, it's really great. But anyhow, so we were coming back. We're a little miserable because we've just been in the heat for 3 days for our friend's birthday. Thanks, Brian. And we turned on this Red Hot Chili Peppers Sirius channel.
Serious.
They have a
Oh,
Sirius.
Sirius X
yeah.
FM or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. It just immediately lifted our mood, and yeah. So now every time I hear "Tell Me Baby," I think of him, and also I think of him, and like I'm talking about fuck. I almost called Anthony Kiedis Andy Serkis. I need you to know that. I think about Andy Serkis every time
I think about Andy Serkis a lot.
I mean, honestly.
I didn't get to
What a
meet
guy.
those. I got to
Right.
meet Chad Smith, and I took a drum lesson with him and got to hang out with him.
Yeah,
a
you
few
told me
times.
about
So that was really cool. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah, he sounds really awesome.
Kind of out there,
member of the
but
Red Hot
in a
Chili
good
Peppers
way.
out there? No shit, huh?
Yeah, he's out there.
A member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers out there?
He's out there. How about you, Javier? What you got?
To stay in that same
so
vein.
I am going to stay in that same vein.
So I'm not gonna lie.
And
You're gonna notice something, so I'm just gonna point it out. A lot of these songs were indeed on the first Rock Band.
Hell yeah. That just made our producer very happy.
So, speaking of Red Hot Chili Peppers, my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers song, just because I think it's so fun and dynamically, it's a very, very interesting song. Danny California. There are a few songs.
Is that one in your top 10?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay. That's the one?
That is, I think that might be the last one that I put on my list.
Yeah. That's definitely 2000s.
But it is, 2006 off of, I can't remember what the name was. I don't think it's
Stadium Arcadium.
Stadium
Oh, wow.
Arcadium, yes. But absolutely fantastic.
I just said I whispered I love you to my husband, the producer, and I guess it just cracked Javi. He's never been told that someone loves him before.
No, first of all, no, I haven't. Second of all, you were looking at him like he was a fine snack, and I was,
Hey,
I was like, do I need to leave? Like, do we need to put this on pause or something?
no. So when I get something correct, I'm going to talk shit to my husband. And when I can't talk shit to my husband, I'm going to start going, that's fucking right. You're right. I love you. I know everything about what you like.
Right?
Like, that's what I was going through the motions of is,
Yeah.
I know everything about something you like. I know everything about everything in this room. I know at least a little something about all of the things you love.
Including me.
10 out of 10.
No.
Yeah. Hey,
So, Javier, what you got?
But no, that song, always a banger in
Hell
my
yeah.
opinion.
hell yeah.
Just always turning it way up past 10.
Okay. My next one is going to be In the End
Oh, hell yeah.
with Linkin
yeah.
Park.
I have a terrible story about that I don't think my husband's ever heard. It's going to be very funny.
Oh, no. But that song, and again, this is weird for me because a lot of times I don't necessarily put songs that were very popular. But the 2000s, honestly, it was hard to avoid some of these really popular songs because they were good.
And in the end, kicked ass. Like,
Yeah.
it really, the music video was amazing. Like, all of that. So in my senior year of high school,
Oh boy.
I was popular, as you can tell.
Popular.
I took a.
Sorry,
I
I
took-
had to go there.
The clown shoes really helped. So I took a CD player with me to school, a boombox, and I just, in the middle of the cafeteria, pulled the CD player out. I thought it was cool as shit, man. And I I just started playing it full volume. No one stopped me. And to this day, I'm like, everyone had to fucking hate me that day because
They were probably scared.
well, no, they saw me and they were like, she's autistic. Just let her have it. Just let her have it.
Oh man.
Oh, with that one, then what do you got next?
Oh, yeah. What do I have next? So,
Oh man.
we're starting
this
to get
list is moving.
Right. So, this is speaking of formative songs, this is a song that is extremely formative for me. I still listen to this album whenever I'm like in a bad mood or something like that. Like I just put this on and I feel a little better. And that is One More Time by Daft Punk.
Oh, yeah.
2001.
One more time. No, that's not it. Sorry.
It's
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So that song, I remember the first time I saw the music video, I was shocked because at this point, I was a baby weeaboo. I was,
Yeah.
like I was watching Perfect Blue and Real Media Player. Shout out to those who know. I downloaded Utena via LimeWire. It was rough. It was rough in my household. My mom dealt with a lot.
We might need to put notes with like Geek Dictionary
Like
across the bottom,
Yeah.
of these things that she's talking
Here's a cheat
about.
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I wish my mom had one of those. Can you imagine being my mother? I'm walking around with a binder full of Final Fantasy VII fan art that I printed, that I used our expensive ink to print. And she has to look me in the eye every day and tell me she loves me.
All I'm saying is that if you said LimeWire to my mom, she would be looking for a wire
Oh, yeah.
with limes on it. Like legit would just be like, do you hang your clothes on it? I don't.
Yeah, no, LimeWire was a big problem in my house. And by a big problem in my house, I mean I caused the problem. So, anyhow, One More Time. The first time I saw the music video, I thought that was incredible. It introduced me to Leiji Matsumoto, who is a very, very influential. He did Galaxy Express 39, Captain Harlock, a bunch of different very iconic anime. And he did all of the music videos for Daft Punk Discovery, released them as a movie called Interstellar 55.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good. Highly recommend it. So very formative for me.
Nice. What you got, Javier?
I do have to call our co-host out for a moment. Before we started recording, she did tell us that she was thinking of you guys. She was being very, very thoughtful. Because apparently half of this list would have just been J-pop.
Yeah. It would have been Ayumi Hamasaki and Megumi Hayashibara, and you guys would, I would have loved it. But you guys would have been like, uh-huh.
Honestly, I should have put a lot of, Japanese city pop.
Oh,
Japanese city pop goes so hard.
it really does. It does. That's good
I
work
have
music.
no idea what the timing is, but I love Ali.
Oh, Ali is all 2020s.
I
think the earliest
Ali
thing was
stuff
2016?
is so good.
2018, something like that.
I don't know, but it's so good. But what you got next, Javier?
I think it's 2016. Anyway, I do have to give an honorable mention because Linkin Park didn't make my list.
Okay.
However, Bleed It Out, banger.
Hell yeah.
Banger.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Do you know who didn't make my list? Since we're talking about who didn't make the
Who
list.
didn't make your list?
I wanted it to make my list. Seven Nation Army.
Huh.
Was not 2010s?
It was a piece of that. No, I think it was right before the 2010s. You can look it up, but I thought that was right in there.
Our producer is
Seven Nation
fact-checking
Army
you.
come out.
Were you right? Was I wrong? It can't happen. It does happen.
2003.
2003. Okay, so
Why
I was
did
right.
that song take so long to take off?
I don't know, but I really liked it, but I couldn't justify kicking some of these songs out, so I figured I'd throw that at you. All right, go ahead.
Interesting.
So what'd you pick? Now that we know you didn't put any Linkin Park.
another one that was very, very popular, but I enjoy the heck out of this song. Dear Maria, Count Me In, All Time Low.
Man, that song slaps for no reason.
It's
Speaking of
so
anime songs.
good. The amount of anime music videos that have been put to that song, there's probably few other songs that have more. I will say.
Bring Me to Life.
Oh yeah,
I have
Evanescence definitely has a lot.
As an aside to anime music videos, Evanescence and Seether filed a joint cease and desist against AMV.org.
Did they actually?
Because Broken was getting used so much.
Did anybody put in Bring Me by Evanescence?
I didn't.
I left it just out of my top 10.
I didn't, and it's only because there were other ones that I was just like, this was like.
It was so good, and I really struggled with it. So my list always has red and blue, and the blue is the part that just I wanted to put them in there, and that was another one that I was like, ugh.
My problem is that is a song that I'll put on in a room, and everybody's gonna love it for the most part.
Yeah.
However, if I'm sitting by myself listening to music, I'm not putting it on for myself. I love that song; it's fantastic.
There are other songs on that album, though. There are other songs on that album.
Yeah. But yeah, Dear Maria, Count Me In. Mm-hmm. There's nobody that I associate with that you don't put that song on and they're just not singing at the top of their lungs. Yeah. That's like one of the ultimate party songs, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And again, this is a weird one for us because we normally don't hit this many songs that were popular.
Yeah.
But my third one. It's a gnarly song by the Gorillaz. Not by the Gorillaz. I mean, Gnarls Barkley.
Oh,
Crazy. I was gonna say, hold on.
Yeah, I was
Gnarls Barkley, Crazy.
Yeah, it's a good song.
That was a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Again, and that was one of those that got played and played and played, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's not their fault. It's a great song.
That's another song that, it's weird. That is also another song that I don't think took off until
it took
well
a while.
into the 2010s.
Yeah, it took a while for that one to kick in.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a really, really good song. What'd you got, Jesse, for your third one there?
So my third one, so I tried to, when we talk about removing an Evanescence song, for example.
Yeah.
Something I also tried to do with this list is I really had to have a soul search of what has stayed with me now. What has stayed with me to a point that I know that that's part of the problem right there. That right there, that did something to me. It changed me fundamentally. And one of those songs was Bombshell by Powerman 5000. That song. Go ahead, get it out. Because, man, every time I hear that song, I go nuts. And every time I see that, for example, right now, Rob Zombie there was a point where Rob Zombie, Powerman 5000, and Orgy all toured together. And I was like, I want to go to that so bad. It's going to smell so bad there.
Oh, yeah.
The crust punk is going to be so rotten. And they're all going to be a little racist. I don't know why, because that's not what these guys are, but they're very that's a weird crowd to be in.
When the punk turns to funk, you stop having fun.
Exactly. That's just a weird Venn diagram there, and for some reason some of the guys that there's so many criminal records in that crowd, and none of the
So what you got next, Javier? Number 3 for you.
We're just all over the place today. I'm gonna take a second to make another aside and say that part of where a lot of my music taste comes from is from a lot of 2000s era games.
Right.
SSX 3.
Oh,
Hell
SSX 3
yeah.
was so
As
good.
one of my favorite
Tony
soundtracks,
Hawk,
period.
Tony
Hawk
and SSX.
Oh, yeah.
Those two games were killing it.
Yeah.
Those
when it came
games,
to soundtracks.
The Burnout series has really, really good songs in it. But the reason I bring up SSX 3 is because it didn't make my list. I didn't know how I felt about it because I haven't seen anybody talk about it outside the game, so I don't know if it was made for the game. Rockstar, I can't remember who by, but it was remixed by Jason Nevins
Okay.
for SSX3. That song, fantastic. And then we're going to go into a completely different realm, and I'm going to say Way Away by Yellow Card.
Oh, wow.
Way Away, that might be one of my favorite, like, I think that's pop punk.
Yellow Card is absolutely pop punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if people consider that specific album, Ocean Avenue.
Ocean Avenue, absolutely they consider that.
Well, the problem is I haven't been in a whole lot of pop punk circles, so I don't know where the lines are. But
Ask the circus girl. She knows where the line is.
For the pop punk, yeah. I can tell you right where my territory ends and the pop punk starts.
But yeah, no, Ocean Avenue / Way Away. That song's fantastic. It doesn't matter if you choose the full band one or if you're choosing the acoustic version.
Right.
They're both just absolutely 10 out of 10 songs. That song is probably one of the songs that made me love in music where the music just like drops out and then the melody continues over it, only to drop back in. It's just a fantastically written song, in my opinion.
Well, this wasn't a fantastically written song,
Oh boy.
but it didn't have to be. Some songs are just there, and that's all they need to be. They just need to be there.
I'm scared.
And, well, I already gave you the hint by accident. So far, I've given you Linkin Park, Rascal Flatts, Gnarls Barkley, and now the Gorillaz with Feel Good Inc.
That's a song, though,
so
man.
good.
It's
Yeah.
just, and it's just there. It doesn't need to, like, the simplicity of it is actually sort of what makes it. It's not like this super complex song or anything, but you know, it's pretty amazing.
I always think of the iPod commercial. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, it's an iconic commercial. We'll have to link it in the comment or in the description because it uses Feel Good Inc.
Yeah.
And it's just so indicative of Apple advertising in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like it is the iPod began that shift in their brand towards something a little more sleek, a little less like, but this right here was this like bloom in the middle where it was still very vibrant. It was still very color based. It was still very unique. Like, you know, be unique and be, you know, have an orange clamshell. Why not? Like that's, God, I miss the orange clamshells. Bring it back. But if you could give me an iMac G3 right now and I'd be the happiest girl in the world. But anyway, so
Take
yeah.
notes, James.
Yeah, take notes. iMac G3.
So what you got next?
So what do I have next? So speaking of pop punk and how I know right where my territory ends.
Yeah.
An honorable mention I want to use that it is not pop punk, but is very punk. It just missed the cutoff is CKY's 96 Quite Bitter Beings. It is one of my favorite songs of all time. I love that song. And it came out in 99. And I was like, very upset about it. Anyway, so my next song is Crush, Crush, Crush by Paramore.
Paramore surprisingly didn't make my list. It was sad. I couldn't pick one song that I was like, yes, I want this in specific to take to the island.
I remember being sent, when it comes to Paramore, I remember a friend of mine sent me, they did an AOL session. An AOL session. So, yeah, that's what she's saying. That's what Haley's saying. But no, she
made it sound good, though.
Very good. Exactly. Like, her acoustic voice is just so very, like, full. Like, it's just so good. So I remember the first time I heard Misery Business, I was like, this is pretty good. But then Crush, Crush, Crush killed it for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like that. It is something I still listen to, and I'm like, hell yeah, hell yeah. So,
And now,
funny.
to continue off of that, I think that the 2000s had a lot of like really, really good female vocalists.
oh yeah,
Like Hayley Williams is still, I would argue, probably one of the best vocalists in the industry.
Without a doubt. Have you listened to any of her solo stuff?
Oh yeah.
Just so good. She reminds me of Imogen Heap.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
that. But another voice that I actually like more than Hayley Williams. I don't think she's better than Hayley Williams. However, as far as my personal taste, Lacey Sturm brings me into my next song, "I'm So Sick" by
Nice transition.
Flyleaf.
Oh,
Look at that transition.
That song.
That was a professional transition there.
You hit me in the face with that song. I forgot
That
about
song's so good.
like that entire album is crazy. Like just
It's insane.
yeah. Like I remember hearing that
Banger
and
after
going,
banger.
wow. Like it's so painful to listen to, but like just because of knowing her story and everything,
Yeah.
her story, like her everything they went on with her addiction and all of that, like it's very hard to listen to because how this is being written from a place of a lot of vulnerability.
Yeah.
But also it's just like, oh,
That-
damn, what a good song, what a good album, what a good band.
That reminds me, and I know it's a completely different era and everything else, but what you're talking about, that female singer that just puts something out that's so emotional and so strong, so everything. Jagged Little Bullet.
Jagged Little Pill?
Pill, yeah.
Alanis Morissette is something,
Alanis
yeah.
Morissette. That album was like that to me. It
Yeah.
was just the album that was just like song after song after song that I was just like, okay, this. It was
Alanis
so
Morissette
good.
is so weird because
You can stop
Period.
there.
Yeah.
It was.
Love her for it. I love her for
She
it.
would straddle the piano, bench, like one leg behind it, one leg in front of it while she's playing.
I
There
don't
was
think she
nothing
gets
normal about
enough
her.
recognition for what she did and how talented she was just because she is so weird.
Yeah.
Some of her songs are just so well written.
Yeah. If they were released today, nobody would know.
Yeah.
They were old songs. Some of her songs are really, some are dated, some of them are not dated
Yeah.
at all. Like she could release them today,
Yeah.
it'd be fine.
Fun fact about, speaking of Jagged Little Pill, you ought to know, and I think, my producer can call me on this, but I'm pretty sure that Flea did the bass riff for You Ought to Know.
Really?
Yeah. So circling back to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
That's insane.
funny.
So.
But Lacey Sturm, Flyleaf.
yeah.
That song, "I'm So Sick," it does something that I think a lot of rock albums are a little scared to do now. I think because I just don't hear it a lot. I don't know if the people who are in the rooms where people are writing, they're like, people don't want to hear that anymore. It's the going from the really like soft and serene but very tension heavy what's the word, verses, and then just absolutely destroying it in the chorus, the distortion, the scrapes on the guitar strings, disgusting.
The only band I can think of that did anything like that beforehand was Kitty. And you just don't see bands like Kitty anymore. You really don't. Like, I mean, you still, that's not to say that, female
Yeah.
bands now aren't good, because they were great.
Yeah.
But there was something very unique about the way that Flyleaf and Kitty did what they were doing. And Kitty was all female. Flyleaf was not, but just a thing to point out there too is, yeah. So.
Of course.
All right. So my next one, again, because my list is all over the place, as you've seen already. We got country, we got all the above. I have a hard time picking a song here, Javier. So I'm going to let you choose between these two songs.
Oh boy.
This is an album that I have played the junk out of. So Javier's heard it many, many a times. At home, in the car, doesn't matter. Harry Connick Jr. NOLA album. It's just a straight up, I think it's like 06 or something. It's a straight up New Orleans street,
Hell yeah.
thing. The two songs, Javier,
2007.
the two songs, I had Jambalaya and Do That Thing. They would Do That Thing. There's less lyrics in Do That Thing, but it's so good. The jam on that. Jambalaya is, more straight up, Zydeco. It's a little bit more
Yeah.
Zydeco. Jambalaya Zydeco and Do That Thing is just this New Orleans street jazz thing going. I don't know. I was between those two. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Jambalaya.
All right, there we
The
go.
problem is that neither of those songs are the song I would have picked off that
Well,
album.
what did you pick?
I would have picked Elijah Rock.
Ooh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Listen, I just, that was an album. I have another album that we're going to talk about later. That was an album that I had so many songs that there were a few that I could have taken. I'll take Elijah. And if you haven't heard it and you like just kind of street New Orleans stuff, Nola.
Yeah, Oh My Nola.
Oh my Nola.
2007.
Great. Harry Connick Jr. So again, my list continues to get weirder and weirder as we continue. The next one, most of you will have never heard. But go ahead. What you got next?
I'm actually getting into the part of my list where most of the things I'm like, people probably heard this.
Okay. I'm going backwards.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get the one that I had that I don't know if people have heard out of the way. So again, I was starting to get into industrial music, alternative music and stuff. One of my favorite albums of all time was Vapor Transmission by Orgy. Incredible industrial album. Just so good. And the song off of that is Fiction. And you've heard Fiction. Everyone's heard Fiction. But they also did a great cover of Blue Monday, but that's beside the point.
Okay.
Really great cover of Blue Monday.
I'll have to look it up.
But anyway, so that song, I remember hearing it on our local radio station, 97X. And that was right, I think, when 97X started in the Tampa Bay area. And I remember hearing that song and just going, whoa, that's so cool. So I was getting into that around the same time I was getting into like The Matrix and things like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's so cool. That's so cool.
I was just happy to hear you say anyway.
Anyway?
Yeah, because so many people say anyways. And there's no such word as anyways. Only
Anyways,
anyway?
so and I do have one more honorable mention with that in mind.
We'll get to the honorable mentions. We're going to save those before we hit number one.
Okay.
Because we're going to blurt out a bunch of the ones that we haven't mentioned just so that we don't ruin somebody else's.
Okay.
Although I doubt it'll be on there. But what you got, Javier? Now we're getting into our top 5 here after Javier. Javier's, this is his 6, and then we're going to jump into...
I think I'm gonna...
And there's no specific order. Some of these are completely out of order for me.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Bitter Taste by 3 Days Grace.
Okay.
There
were a lot of 3s in there because there was 3 Doors Down.
3 Doors Down, 3 Days Grace.
Yeah.
311.
I think that's about it.
3-6 Mafia?
Right?
Yeah.
369 Girls Want to Drink Wine.
Yeah.
But no, there's something about that song that that scratches my brain, especially the fact that they do like a small little key change in the center of the chorus, which I think is really unique. Always fun to listen to. It's really hard for me to choose one song by 3 Days Grace, especially like before 2016.
The vocalist change?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not bad. It's just
He's
not
not
the
bad.
same.
Which, by the way, speaking of the vocalist change, their most recent album, if I'm not mistaken, has both of the singers on it. And when they're touring, they play with both singers.
That's awesome.
They're just touring with them. And the dude who, Adam Gontier, he sings the older songs, and I don't remember the name of the new guy. But he sings the newer songs.
Gadam Gontier, is that what his name is?
Adam Gontier is the first one.
Yeah, no, the new guy's Gadam Gontier.
Gadam Gontier?
Yeah, Gadam Gontier, that's what his name is.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, my bad. I knew I read it somewhere.
It's just the same guy with a mustache.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right, number 5 for me. Most of you have never heard this. I absolutely love these guys. They are local boys gone big. These guys have written songs for Taylor Swift, for Leonard Skinner, they've written, I think, 9 number one songs at this moment in time.
It's a lot.
Including Red Solo Cup.
Yeah.
For better or for worse. But the Warren Brothers, for me, the song I picked because it speaks to me. This is a song about a band who's putting in their time, trying to get their record label and everything. And they're sitting on the stage and they're playing. And the song says, I don't sell a lot of records, but I sure sell a lot of beer.
Yeah. That is off of the album Well Deserved Obscurity.
Yes, one of the best names ever.
It's fantastic.
So to tell you about that, this is really funny because they were touring with some of the biggest names in country music. Now, mind you, the Warren Brothers are really more of a rock band. But nonetheless, they were touring with country music.
Yeah.
Like royalty, like Tim McGraw and all these other big names. But they just hadn't gotten the big hits, partly because the other two brothers kept getting all the hits.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other two brothers in country, but they won the duets for like decades. But so this album was called Well Deserved Obscurity, and I was like, this is hysterical, guys. But yep, Sell a Lot of Beer by the Warren Brothers. That would be my song for number 5. What you got on 5?
My number 5, this is when we start breaking into the, songs everybody's going to know, but it just, every time I hear this song, I get so, it's, one of those songs that the minute you hear it, you hear it start to come on, you're like, oh, you better start moving the furniture. You better start moving the furniture. And that is She Is Beautiful by Andrew WK. I want to thrash everywhere and just really that Andrew WK was fantastic. He still is. Who did he marry recently?
His wife.
Yes.
Probably.
No, she was in Thor, not Natalie Portman, the pretty one.
I wouldn't know.
You're thinking of Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings.
The pretty one.
I wouldn't know which one's which. You're talking to the wrong person.
He married Kat Dennings recently.
Okay, yeah.
I know who Julia
He's done
Roberts
well for
is.
himself.
And my favorite part of that is that during their wedding, Kat Dennings was like, "Oh yeah, my husband sewed my wedding dress," and I was like, "Brother, your husband's Andrew WK. What? Your Andrew WK sewed your wedding dress and also married you? Crazy."
That's insane.
Right? What a time. I wanted to say Kat Von D, and I was like, I know he didn't marry her.
Yeah, I didn't know that Kat Dennings got married.
Yeah, well,
Especially not to Andrew WK.
what a great couple. They very
I know
happy.
Cat
so-
Williams.
That's true.
Andrew
Probably
WK did
different.
not marry Cat
I
Williams.
know
can
Andrew
promise
Dice
you.
Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay and Cat Williams are not married, to the best of my knowledge.
Andrew Dice Clay and Cat
It
Williams.
could have happened behind closed doors.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield and Cat Williams? Maybe.
Nobody knows.
What
Nobody
you
knows.
got have your number 5?
I'm gonna dip back into to things that people know.
Okay.
Toxicity by System of a Down.
Yes. Yes.
By System of a Down. I had to put System of a Down in here.
How do you not?
I love that band.
It's so, and Serge Tankian's solo stuff too, incredible.
I haven't delved into his stuff. I need to.
You can see where a lot of the System of a Down DNA comes
Yeah.
in. But yeah, no, that song is so. I was humming that to myself the other day,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it always pops into my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, the man's an icon. He was given the pass by the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
the way, you scared me, by the way. When you said toxic, I was like, no, please. No.
No, not
No.
toxic. No.
No. I thought he was going to stop at toxic. We still... We had a fundraiser
It was
that made a lot of
2016.
money. However, we would gladly give the money back and pay for it ourselves.
The PlayStation 2 Taiko Drum Master.
We were doing a high score challenge.
Specifically the American version.
Yeah. Well,
And-
clearly, if
and
Toxic is on it.
It was all toxic for 4 days of a convention.
4 days from 9 to 12.
People
at night.
banging on the taiko drum.
I get overstimulated by that when I'm playing it.
We were done by day 1, and we still had 3 days left of listening to Toxic.
I couldn't listen to that song for half a decade.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
we hear the name or the start of the song, and you'll see we'll start twitching. Mm-hmm. Next time you see David,
just start playing it. I'm going to start playing it.
Just start humming it.
Just bring your
and
CD
watch
player,
him.
put it on the table.
Oh my
in the middle of the
goodness.
cafeteria.
In the middle of the cafeteria.
I would love to see you just start playing it with David in the room. David is yeah, he is.
I'm gonna hide a Bluetooth speaker somewhere in the venue and just
random
I am telling you, it was so funny. We raised a lot of money because it was like, I think it was like $1 every time somebody played. Mm-hmm. But that's a lot of playing. That's a lot of dollars, but it was still. My number 4 comes from an album with. Well, let me. Okay, so from here forward, we're getting into songs that mean. Well, one of them doesn't mean anything to me, but the other 3 songs definitely mean something to me specific. This one, we had a house, and I had a studio where I could set up my drums and just play as loud as I wanted to, as long as I wanted to. Justin Timberlake. The album with
Timberlake.
Cry Me a River. Yeah. I never listened to that song. Mm-hmm. Not once did I play that song in my studio.
Too,
However, I had a hard time picking between these two, Javier, so I was going to bring them to you. Señorita. And I went blank on the name. And Like I Love You.
I feel like if you can't remember the name, that
it
shouldn't
the thing
come
about
with you
Like
on the
I
island.
Love You is that it's all about the beat. So that was probably my favorite song to play. Mm-hmm. Drumming, it's got this nasty just it's so good to play. But Señorita is such a good song too. Where are you at? It's one of those two.
The problem is I don't play the drums.
I know.
So Señorita is like, I like that more because melodically,
Right. It's definitely
it's a very, very fun song.
Yeah.
I'll
go with that. I'm okay with Señorita because the other one is all about the drum beat for me.
Yeah.
So I'll keep with Señorita on there. All right. What you got? Number 4.
So funny you guys should mention Timbaland because my I know this is on nobody's honorable mention, so let me just make that clear. I was stuck on this one because I knew I had to include Fall Out Boy in some way, shape, or form. But there was a song that Fall Out Boy did with Timbaland that never, ever made it to radio. But it was on the album. Which album was it? Oh, Timbaland, I believe, is the name of the album. And it was just a bunch of collab songs.
Yeah.
This song was called One and Only. And it's an incredible song. But I figured no one on the island's going to want to listen to that but me. So I brought Dance Dance instead.
All right.
Fall Out Boy is really, really weird for me because I simultaneously love and hate Fall Out Boy.
I think that Fall Out Boy's more recent stuff is probably my favorite because they have gotten more aggressive over the years. Like at first they were kind of shoegazy and a little like, oh, Willikers. And now they're like, hey, you guys want to burn a building down? And I'm like, hell yeah, I do, actually. I think that there is a case for Fall Out Boy that there isn't for bands like Panic at the Disco. Because, I love Brendan Urie's voice. He's in...
When he had one.
Yeah. Now he's starting to...
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. But he's also just a mental patient. And, not in a, hey, this man should get help. It's more of a, hey, maybe we shouldn't entertain this. Maybe we should stop showing up to these things.
He's one of the few people that wears his red flag a toga, and people are like, yeah, no, kill it, King.
I will tell you this about him.
Uh-huh.
Before they did this new rendition of Jesus Christ Superstar,
Uh-huh.
Javier and I had talked about he would have been great
He would have been great
for
in that.
Jesus Christ Superstar. He's
Oh yeah,
got
no, his voice
the
is fantastic.
Voice for it.
His voice is fantastic.
I think he would have been great for that.
I mean, he's no John Legend.
oh my goodness, that was the worst version of Jesus Christ Superstar, especially when he goes into
not
his
good.
falsetto. It was so bad. It was
Yeah,
so bad. Yeah, that was it. You gotta watch it. It was so bad, it hurt.
But
So what?
But no, with Fall Out Boy, like my thing there is that I was like, I have to pick between Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco. I feel like because those that was like the two camps. That was like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Bye 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 was in the 2000s.
It was in the 2000s, but by that point, everyone had already picked a camp. You know
yeah,
what
they
I mean?
were already saying bye.
Bye Bye.
Yeah. Like I almost put it's gonna be May
It's
on
gonna
here.
be
Like,
May.
this is gonna ruin the tour. But anyway, so so like it felt important to have one
Yeah.
of them on there, and I had always been a Panic at the Disco girly.
Yeah.
But then like the longer I've listened to it, I've like, okay, I always went back to Dance Dance and really liked it. Really liked this, song they did with Timbaland. And now again, I listen to their music now and they're like, hey, everything's kind of messed up. You guys want to go burn down the government? And I'm like, you know what, Fall Out Boy? Kinda. You're right.
It's Rage Against the Fall Out Boy. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Heck you can't. I won't do what you tell me.
What you got for 4, Javier?
On the topic of Panic at the Disco, one of the songs that I initially looked at, it's not an honorable mention because it's not in the 2000s. I initially went to look at Sarah Smiles. I couldn't remember when it was released, but fantastic song. I think everything. I would argue that everything from the Death of a Bachelor earlier, awesome.
Everything
Like, I
after
think-
that, yeah.
I think that he had 2 good albums by himself, and then that was like it.
Death of a Bachelor was such a good album.
It was
like,
so
it was
good.
unbelievable. I was like, oh my gosh, we found a crooner.
Yeah.
Here he goes. He's gonna have.
He should have just stuck with that like persona.
He should have just had residency. If he had a residency in Vegas, then everyone would be
He
like,
would've
"This is
killed
full
it.
circle," and everyone loves you. Like, and now instead he's like, "Hey, what if we say some very bad things and then just go, yeah, that's what I said." Like,
Yeah.
oh.
I love when they double down.
Yeah.
I am gonna something completely different.
And now for something completely different.
Keen. Somewhere Only We Know.
Okay.
I've heard that, but I don't know.
He's
Fantastic song. Genuinely, it might be one of my favorite. I guess that would be soft pop rock.
Mm-hmm.
From the like early 2000s, just period. That song is so good. If you haven't heard it, I'm sure you have, but I'll just send it to you after this. I listen to that song on the regular.
Hell yeah.
I just always go back to it.
Oh, my number 3,
Uh-huh.
unlike Javier's, pretty much everybody has heard at this moment in time, whether you wanted to or not. Dun, dun, dun. Eminem, Lose Yourself.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
That
Yeah.
I don't care
It's-
when it comes on, how it comes on. I am going to turn it up, and I am going to ignore you if you're talking to me.
Yeah.
That song will take over. You just lost me for the next 5 minutes. I'll be back. Don't worry about it. But
Give me
the
a second.
song is on. I have to turn this up.
Yeah. Your knees get weak.
Oh, it's so good.
His palms are sweaty.
That
These weak arms are
song
heavy.
was so
He's vomited on his
good.
sweater already.
Exactly.
Mom's spaghetti.
You should probably clean that up.
Yeah, yeah. If I turn to Angel and he just goes, what? Like, I'll know that Lose Yourself is on in his ears.
But like on the surface, he looks calm and ready.
Like,
Yeah.
just the beginning of that song, you already know it's coming. You know, it's just,
Uh-huh.
It's he trains you in that song
Yeah.
to where you hear the intro and you're already, it's not here yet, but it's coming. You know, that was definitely my number 3. There's no avoiding it. What you got for your third one there?
Well, first, did I tell you my dad grew up in 8 Mile and I didn't find out until after he died? Because that made me go, everything makes sense now.
Everything.
Wait, okay. listen, for those of you who don't know, which is most of you, I'm having honest conversations here with Jessie, and she really did live in the circus.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is
my dad ran away
your
from
dad
8 Mile into the circus.
Ran away from 8 Mile into the circus.
Became a clown, yeah.
That explains,
I don't see where you're getting lost.
That explains so much. So the circus was a step up, is what you're saying.
Basically. No, this man was sitting in a hospital bed and just goes, and again, like I should have put the pieces together. Like I found out afterwards from my aunt who went to visit their childhood home and took a picture of the 8 Mile exit sign, and I went, what? That was where? Because all he ever said was Michigan. He was like, yeah, I grew up in Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm never going to Michigan, I guess. Like, I don't, you're never going to, like, I just, like, it's.
That's hysterical.
So he.
What's in Michigan anyway?
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
8 Mile, that's about it.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't.
And Detroit, which I just learned. Detroit is the only part of the U.S. That you can go south into Canada.
Huh.
Because of the way that Canada comes
like
down into the
Yeah.
U.S., it kind of curls right under Detroit.
Uh-huh.
So if you're in Detroit, you can actually go south and go into Canada.
Yeah. But
Useless information for 2000.
So
2000.
yeah. So my father is sitting in a hospital bed, and he's doing okay, but like this is near the end of his life. And again, I'm starting to think I could have just put the pieces together myself, because we're just sitting there, we're watching the movie Rampage starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So not a great movie to be watching anyway. Like, just like, I'm like, we're in a hospital and we have to watch this? Okay. And he just sits there and goes, I used to sell refrigerators off of Sears trucks. And I was like, that's kind of cool. He goes, no, see, we figured out how to take the seal off so that they didn't know that we were taking their inventory, and I would sell them to people down on the pier. And I was like, what? And he, to that, said, this is a pretty good movie, and just never brought it up again. And then the second I heard about 8 Mile, I crashed into this room and looked at James and went, he grew up in 8 Mile! Everything makes sense now! Like, couldn't believe it. All right, I'm supposed to name a song now, right?
Your third one, yeah. We only got 3 left.
Anyway, so my third one is actually going to be, I had a very hard time getting down to one song for this. It's the Coheed and Cambria song, and it is The Suffering. I feel like that is a very good entry-level Coheed song. For those of you who don't know, which is probably most of you.
Because the rest of us have to listen to it, because we're all on the same island.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly. Because, like, if I bring the entirety of In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 to you guys, you're going to be like, hey, you have to go. So anyway, The Suffering came off of Good Apollo and Burning Star 4.
Well, yes.
Great album. But it's the only song on that album that isn't actively depressing. So I feel like, okay, we should probably just stick to that one. But yeah, I'm a Coheed super fan. I love Coheed so much. I listen to their music every day. So picking one Coheed song was very, very hard. And that was the joke we were making before this podcast, is how many Coheed songs is Just going to have on her list. And I had to work very hard to only put one.
Nice.
Yeah, she did ask me
suffered.
if I could guess how many Coheed songs she had on her list. And I said that I have a personal rule.
Is that why you picked The Suffering?
Yeah, it is Suffering for me.
Because you had to pick only one?
That's
where The Suffering came in.
I only pick one song per band.
That's going to be my issue
and then
with number
after
2.
that, she put her list together. So I feel like there was a completely separate list that was all Coheed.
Oh, I could do a whole Coheed list. Like, I'm thinking of like 4 honorable mentions right now.
We'll have to do a Coheed list eventually.
I really think we should. Blood Red Summer is my honorable
Aerosmith
mention.
one.
But do they
Listen
have
to
10 good songs? Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Wait, how many?
you want to say that
I
again?
love you, Jesse.
No, you don't. I can tell you don't.
How many songs does that album have on it?
13.
Okay, so we have at least like maybe 7. But
Like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
but
I'm gonna fight both of my co-hosts the second we get off. These cameras are gonna turn off, and it's gonna.
Once the cameras are off, leave the cameras on, James. Please do not turn the cameras
It's
off.
gonna hard cut to you guys both sitting here crying, going, actually, Coheed's very good.
You can never get that out of me.
Oh, I have
on
my
that
ways.
note,
Well,
Javier,
so
what's
anyway,
your number three?
my number three is also off that same album. I chose Welcome Home.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again? Can we get a clear read of that? Can you tell me again?
No, I admitted that there's probably like 7 good Coheed songs. This is just one of them.
They have so many albums and they're all so good. Anyway, so
The only one I will fight you on that isn't good, in my opinion, is the latest one.
that one kind of ass.
I
Kind of
really didn't
ass.
like that album.
It was kind of ass. I've wanted to like that album so much, but
tried.
it is.
I'm not gonna say who, but when we were touring, we opened up for this one band, and our acoustic guitar player was super nice, but not very good at like people interaction sometimes. We're in the back room with the band that we're opening for, and he goes, "Why was your first album so much better than your second?" And we all looked at him like, "Bro, you can't ask a question like that." And then the band was like, "It really was." And like, so at least they admitted it. But it was just funny. I was like, I can't believe he actually asked. We're opening for them. Be nice, man.
On that note, before I finish explaining my pick, another band who I think has like good album and bad album, then good album again. I actually will go to bat. No, I wouldn't die for, but I'll go to bat for Imagine Dragons. I think that they're
What's the name of that band?
Imagine Dragons.
These nuts over your forehead.
It doesn't work when it's plural. I'm sorry.
Dragons, these nuts across your forehead.
I'll say it doesn't work when it's plural.
I tried to catch you before this, but I didn't.
Too quick. But yeah, no. Imagine Dragons. Their first album, good. Second album, it's got like maybe one song. Third album, thought was good again. And then I don't think they've released anything good since.
It's just
but
too difficult to go back to back on good ones, I guess.
right?
Yeah, that's me
But,
with Bastille.
Yeah,
It's like
I want to love Bastille.
I love Bastille, and then I listen to him and I go, I don't know why I love this. Like I don't know what it's doing to me that's making me like it so much. But
Yeah, no. Coheed and Cambria, off the same album. Welcome Home. I regularly tell people that I think that Welcome Home genuinely might be one of the best rock songs ever written. I just think that it's a beautiful painting, and I just keep going back to look at it.
And I'm going to use your transition from there to The Stranger was a perfect album, arguably.
Was a perfect album, yes.
And then from there, it took me a while to get another perfect album for me. And that was Black Parade.
Yeah, Welcome to the Black Parade.
Welcome to the Black Parade. Song after song. It's just one of those albums that I can just put it on, and I actually like every single song on this. The song I picked, though, which probably not the one most people would pick, is This Is How I Disappear.
I Can't Stand You.
Is that your...
That's what I chose.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
It
I
was-
can choose another song.
It was... There are... musically, and it was funny because I was curious, so I went to Spotify to see the plays. It is one of the songs with the least amount of plays on that album. Musically, there are so many time signature changes. There are so many chord progression changes. That song probably has like 3, 4, 5 different bridges in it.
That's fantastic.
It's like it goes it goes from major chords to minor chords to the transitions in it. Everything about that song is like if you wanted to teach a class on how to write a song, it has all of it.
It's one of the few songs I've heard that the bridge has a bridge.
Yeah. You definitely you get on the bridge and then you get on the other bridge and then the song is just amazing. Again, it's one of those songs, and it's funny because I feel like it's one of those songs where, like, let's say that my volume goes up to 10 and I'm listening to it on 5. I will turn it up to 7, only because I don't want to turn it all the way up to 10, because halfway through the song, I'm going to want to turn it up again. And if it's already at 10, I won't be able to turn it up. So I'll feel bad. So I just turn it up to like 7, and then about halfway through, I'll turn it up again. You know, I'm like, yes, this is such a good song. So that was my number 2. But there are so many songs in that album that I could have picked. That would have been my Coheed.
Yeah.
My Coheed would have been that album there. I could have just taken that entire album with me, and I would have been happy. I don't know if anybody else would have been happy. Javier would have been happy, but
It's a good album.
But I would have taken that album with me and would have been like, "Yep, this is it, guys. We're listening to this on the island." Sorry.
This is what we have.
Yeah. So with that, what do you have as your number 2?
Ooh, so first, before I do that, fun fact about Welcome Home, that guitar riff was written in Claudio Sanchez's mom's kitchen. Huh. He wrote that in the kitchen. He was sitting in the kitchen floor and he just went, oh, that's pretty good. Like, so imagine writing that in just your mom's kitchen. Just in New York. You're just in your mom's kitchen. Yeah.
Why not?
Who's stopping you? So again, I want to preface that we are in this list was made on things that I was like, this is part of my DNA now. Like, whether
Right, yeah.
I want it to be or not, it is part of my DNA. And I say whether I want it to be or not as only an apology for the Power Man 5000 stuff, because the rest of this stuff I really want in there so bad. Like, I am so... so my number 2 is Kesha, We Are Who We Are. I don't care what you say. I don't care. Don't give me that look. It's a great song. Go ahead. You want to keep giving me that look?
I wasn't giving the look. I was looking at the table.
Yeah, looking at the table, I'm sure. So, you see this? You see this? Is that what you see on the table? So, anyway, that song, to me, is indicative of what, like, the late 2000s was. Like, just this, like, we're getting into this weird, kind of trashy, but kind of happy about it. Like that, I think they call it recession pop is essentially what that was. Like, where we are just, it's post 2008, everything's bad. Let's just get weird with it for a little bit. And it just like kind of signaled the beginning of this avant-garde moment. And yeah, like I just absolutely love We Are Who We Are. Like is it the most like melodically perfect song in the world? No. Is it even very good lyrically? No. One of the lyrics is literally got Jesus on my necklace, us. That's it. That's the whole lyric. I love that song to pieces. And that song is part of who I am. And again, look at me and tell me that doesn't make sense.
I mean, the 2000s had some songs for lyrics, like, you know, Hips Don't Lie.
Oh, yeah. No, there's all sorts of...
Usher wrote a song all about
Yeah.
So the lyrics didn't have to be kicking in the 2000s for certain songs.
Yeah.
You know, again, these are some honorable somewhat mentions, but Outkast wrote Hey Ya.
Hey Ya
Okay.
is such
Hey
a...
Ya's a banger.
It's a great
I don't
song.
want to hear any
It's
slander.
a great song. What I'm saying is that lyrically,
If I had to defend that song in court, you'd have to send both of us to jail, I'm saying.
All I'm saying is that lyrically, songs don't need to be amazing in order to be fun and entertaining.
Exactly. Yeah.
So-
and that's
so-
how I feel when I listen to We Are Who We Are. Like, it's just...
Isn't that song literally about like the fact that nobody cares what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, that's the whole point of
That's
the
the whole
song.
point of the song.
Yeah. Y'all don't want to
what
hear
you
me.
got
You
for
just want to
number 2,
dance.
Javier, since I stole your...
What am I supposed to do
By
now?
the way, my favorite...
My favorite song off Black Parade
my
is
favorite
Mama, but no one
Chemical
asked
Romance
me.
story is I was the guidance counselor and soccer coach at this private...
I'm so sorry, but I thought you were going to say gynecologist. And
No,
I know
no,
you
no.
weren't going to say that, but that's where my brain went.
Guidance counselor and soccer coach at this private Christian school. And they used to take the kids every year to grad night. And I found out that my chem was going to be at Universal. So I went to the administration and I was like, I think this year we should take the kids to
Mardi Gras.
Universal
Yeah.
Studios. And they're like, we always go to grad night at Disney. I was like, I know. I think it's about time for a change. Of course, I'm not mentioning anything about,
No.
my camp. And finally, I talked them into it. And my soccer team was so happy. And we literally just stood like 10 feet away from the stage and just watched the entire My Chem Romance. And I'm going, I got paid to come to a My Chemical Romance concert.
Hell yeah.
This is perfect.
Javi's having a crisis right now.
So that was pretty cool. What'd you got, Javier? Javier is finalizing. He's finalizing things at this moment in time.
What am I supposed
He
to
is
do
taking
now?
a look. He is listening because I took his pick. He's approaching the tee.
It's not much.
As he approaches the tee, he releases and he says,
I'm gonna have a hot take. My favorite My Chem album is Danger Days.
Danger Days is fantastic.
I love that
can't
album.
use any song from Danger Days.
I know it's too late, but it's very good.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't think I like it wholly more.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't think that they have a bad album.
No.
No. I don't know, man. Like, there's so many different things. Part of me wants to say Sleep from that album.
okay.
Part of me wants to go,
What if you just went rogue and said Helena? Because like that's such a good song.
it is.
Like Helena's such a good song, dude. And I promise it's not on mine.
The Red by Chevelle is also really good.
Oh, The Red. Why is that song so good? Why is that Why is that music video so weird?
Throwing some,
I'm gonna throw some honorable mentions.
let's throw
'cause
some honorable mentions, okay?
Yeah.
stole it.
Let me start with
Maybe I'll fill with an honorable mention. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what-
let me start with I'm gonna go way out there and mention the fact that Drop It Like It's Hot
Oh yeah.
was in 2000. That was so good that I really wanted to put that in there. I just couldn't take any of the other stuff out of there. Drop It Like It's Hot. Also for me, again, listen, if you know me, this is so, I'm basically just I'm not even looking at lyrics. I'm just looking at songs that were just like, man, anytime this song came on, didn't matter. Gold Digger
Oh yeah.
by Kanye West.
No, mine was Stronger. I feel like Stronger for some reason is just I do not like what that man has become, but boy, they weren't terribly wrong about him at first.
An album that I struggled with, but I knew I wasn't going to put it on here, but you might want to go check it out, Jesse. This is really, really weird. Harry Connick Jr. put out an album called Songs I Heard. And they're all songs he heard growing up, like Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious
Kinda
or
love
A
that.
Spoonful of Sugar. But they're all done to a New Orleans street beat.
I love that.
So they're these kids songs, sort of. He mixes the Oompa Loompa song with the Candyman song.
Oh yeah.
He does this mix of those two songs together on that same album. So good. We play the junk out of that. And honestly, Harry Connick also came out with 3 Christmas albums in the 2000s that, in my opinion, are probably the best Christmas albums ever written. So if you like Christmas music and you're tired of hearing the same stuff over and over again, go check out Harry Connick Jr.'s Christmas albums from the 2000s. He put 3 of them out, and they're all good.
Okay.
One of my honorable
every Christmas.
Was that?
My mom plays those
They're
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
They're so good.
real quick, my honorable mention, just because he's in the news, and God bless him, Afro Man, because I got high. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. After a brief
You're doing your
recess,
2?
I have come back to make my case. Finger 11 Paralyzer.
That song rips ass, man. It's so good. That song for no reason is so good. I love that song.
Yes.
Rest of their music is just fine, but that, shoot.
Another,
Yeah, that song fantastic.
And
Yeah.
just feel free to jump in and throw honorable mentions in because I'm just yelling them out. This one, this is so dumb because this song came back to life, in my opinion, because of Christmas lights. You know how these houses have their Christmas lights and they do them to music? Chop Suey.
I do.
Have you
I've
seen
seen
the
that.
Christmas lights
Yeah.
with Chop
I've seen
Suey?
it. However, I disagree. It never went away. And if anything, I think that the YouTube meme community has done more for Chop Suey than the actual.
Yes, however,
Than the actual band?
The only reason I say the Christmas lights, because Lori, my wife, would have never, ever heard Chop Suey if it wasn't because of that Christmas house. You know?
So good. It's just so good.
that's the only reason I say that, because I think that the Christmas house brought Chop Suey to.
Was that song not also on Rock Band?
No, was it?
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Chop Suey was on Rock Band.
I'm pretty sure.
The first one.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. Our producer just confirmed it. So do we want to go?
Absolutely. Story of a Girl.
That's such a good song.
Yeah,
That was in the 2000s. I feel like that's been around my entire
2000.
life. Like,
and I want that just sat right outside my top 10.
She looks so sad in photographs.
absolutely love her
when she smiles.
So
Yep.
good. My honorable mention is Rihanna Disturbia.
Diary of Jane.
Oh,
You know
Breaking
what song
Benjamin.
got destroyed over and over and over again?
What?
I'm Yours.
Oh.
ew.
Jason
Let's
Mraz.
talk more about Breaking Benjamin, please.
I love Breaking Benjamin.
I adore Breaking Benjamin. That's another concert I won't go to because I feel like it smells a certain way. Like that's.
It probably smells more like weed now than anything.
Well, no, I don't. It's not that it smells like weed. It's that it smells like nobody's wearing deodorant. Like that's like I'm not worried about like a stale cigarette smell, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. I'm worried about like, oh, we all are wearing tank tops and we are all like. I had a friend who is in the military who says who calls that music vet trash, and I'm like, it's. Ugh.
Military takes body odor serious.
Yeah.
I don't know if we told you, we had an event.
Oh, I did want to make it clear that I didn't want to say that military people
Yeah.
are not
no,
doing
no.
the deodorant. Those are the only ones I think will have
they
deodorant on.
they take body odor serious. We had an event, and we're right next to McDill, and then we had 15 MPs
Yeah.
working security for the event. I mean,
All
this
in
would have been
different
like
shifts.
the worst event to ever come in and try to do something, because we had like all this military people working security and just casual
Hanging out, yeah.
normal clothing, but they were so organized because they had schedules, they had everything. I just talked to my buddy and he set it all up, and they worked all the security for the event. Anyway, we had this general who would stand by me and just talk to me, and at this one moment he comes over and he goes, there's a gentleman in the front corner who has some extreme body odor. Do you need me to excuse him out? And I was like,
That's the entire Smash community. I'm
there's-
sorry.
I was like, we're at a hotel. Why don't you just ask him if he wants to go and freshen up first before we just throw him out? and the general's like, all right, I'll do that. but he was like,
ready.
He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this man stinks, and I'm ready to throw him out. I was
I
like,
love that.
Sheesh.
I love that. Another.
So he went over and told him, like, yeah, you went in, and then he went and cleaned up and came back a little fresher.
That's good. That is very good. Another honorable mention I have is "So What" by Pink. I don't know if you've ever
yeah.
seen that woman perform that live, but they yeet her
Just-
around a stadium like she is just a cantaloupe. Like
She's just insanely talented.
There are certain people that live are a different monster. Mm-hmm. She's one of them. The other one, honestly, and I saw him in Tampa, Garth Brooks, live.
really.
Wow!
I don't know.
I went because it was free,
Yeah.
and I was like, whatever. I had such a good. This dude ran all over the stage. He was constantly moving. The production was amazing. The freaking lightning everywhere, when he did Thunder Rolls. He was just, it was more like a rock concert. It was a lot more rock than it was,
Yeah.
than what you hear on the radio. Because I was
Yeah.
expecting a lot of the ding.
Uh-huh.
But he was playing these songs like they were rock concerts. And later on, I heard him in an interview where he says he tries to do a lot of his concerts more like if they were a Kiss concert. And I was like, this makes a lot more sense now, because when I saw him, way different than what I expected.
He's just a showman.
Oh, he was a great showman. Great showman.
It was right during the Truth About Love tour. That's the tour it was. I took my mom and my sister to see Pink.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time balking at the fact that I had to pay $80 for a ticket. Right?
Imagine.
She's a heck of a
Well,
vocalist.
that's the thing. That's the thing, though, is so I come out there and I'm like, all right, these are good seats. We'll see what happens. And before the concert even begins, she has been shot out of a cannon. She was performing things, being like she was hung from the ceiling at one point by her hips. Like she's doing trapeze work and stuff. And I'm like, baby, I only paid you $80. You do not need to do all
crazy.
this. It's insane. She's doing trampoline work and stuff like that and singing the whole time.
Her vocals are amazing.
Incredible. Like
Better
she is a
than
very
her, Kelly Clarkson, and that's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kelly Clarkson.
That's my sister's
vocalist
favorite
is just a
favorite
beast.
artist.
She's a beast.
Yeah.
She can do anything. I feel bad for people when she does their songs in her show because it's like she sounds better than the original every single time. She's an amazing vocalist, and Pink is up there. If you get to watch it, if you say your sister likes,
Loves Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since You've Been Gone
there
is a
is
good
an
song
interview.
for an honorable mention.
There is an interview with Pink and Kelly Clarkson together, and they sing together.
I bet that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
It's
that's
so
amazing.
Good. It's so good. That's. So what? Your number one?
My number one, again, just speaking to the avant-gardeness of the late 2000s. My number one, a song that just to this day, like it changed my DNA. "Paparazzi" by Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roxy.
Yeah, "Paparazzi." That video, the first time I saw that video, I was oh, this is our new Madonna.
She's another great vocalist.
Yeah, incredible vocalist, incredible performer. I'm yet to see a concert. I mean, again, other than Pink shooting herself out of a freaking cannon.
Yeah.
Like her concerts are incredibly fun to watch. Incredibly, it's.
We're in the wrong era, but her song with Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Die with a Smile.
Wow.
Yeah. No, she's gonna last a very long time.
Yep.
She's gonna last an incredibly long time. But yeah, just that the first time I heard Lady Gaga, I really was just like, oh my God. Like, this is our new Madonna. Like, where before, like, even with Britney and with other people, I was like, this is a very good, I like this.
I will
But then,
tell you, in my opinion, the big difference between her and Madonna, and the only reason I wouldn't call her the
Age
new
gap
Madonna,
relationships?
No.
Oh.
The fact that Madonna was never, in my opinion, able to adapt.
Oh, and Gaga
Lady
has
Gaga
been. Yeah.
has been adapting every year and every decade. And she just keeps changing with the times.
I'm so glad you spoke nicely of Gaga because I was about to jump over this.
No, she keeps changing with the times. So I don't think she's going to be in the same boat that Madonna is, where people were making fun of her in her last tour because she's in these weird, spaceship spandex and trying to do her old songs.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga she's such a great musician and such a great writer that she just keeps writing to who she is now.
Yeah.
And her
not
artistry
necessarily
is so
to who
good.
She was
Yeah.
20 years ago.
I have
Exactly.
such a hard time with Lady Gaga because I absolutely love who she is as an artist, but I really don't like a lot of her music.
Well, it's not your
And
style
not
of
because
music.
it's bad,
Yeah,
but
it's just not your style of music.
But I want to love it so bad because she's so talented. And I'm like, I just want to consume from what you're trying
Right.
to give us. But
What you got on your number one, Javier?
so I saved my least popular for last. Actually, you know what? Let me live, as live as a recorded podcast is.
We're doing it live.
Check how many listens this has on Spotify. That's go to album. Does it not tell me what?
I'm going to run out of breath. You got to
know
get to it.
Well, I can't see it. But my favorite band of all time, I the Mighty. A lot of their stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely not going to have a lot of hits on there.
A lot of their stuff is more like.
I talked a lot of shit at the top of this where I was like, no one's going to hear mine. Go ahead.
Yeah. a lot of their stuff is like 2012 and onward, I think. But their original EP, the reason they have their name is they released an EP called I the Mighty Defeatist. And the song Carousel on that album is absolutely fantastic. They have a lot of really good songs on it. 2009 just barely made the cut, but the whole entire second half of the song is just two counter melodies dueling for your attention the whole entire time. Absolutely fantastic. If there is any band that I would ever recommend to anybody, it would be I the Mighty. I the Mighty is my Coheed and Cambria. So
My number one. I said that some of these songs for me were songs that meant something to me. This is one of them.
yes.
I mentioned my soccer team earlier. I by the way, guys, if you ever listen to this, I absolutely love you guys. My soccer team was the who's who of most likely to get arrested.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. No, and I picked them that way. I literally went down the hallways of the school, and I was like, you want to play soccer? And they said, I've never played soccer before. I was like, I don't care. You're athletic. Let's do this. Unfortunately, half of my soccer team did get arrested at some point in time, but not while they were playing with me.
There you go.
They were while they were on the field, which was the point. The most motliest of crews, which I absolutely loved. We went from 2-14 to being 10-6 the next year.
That's really
because
good.
I had so many athletes.
Yeah.
They were good. They never played soccer, but they were athletic. And to be honest with you, a lot of the other teams were scared of us because we were so motley. Imagine yourself, and this is going to take you to my number one song. You have two private Christian schools playing each other soccer. The other school stands on the other side by their bench, getting ready to go in, and they go, 1, 2, 3, team! And they go in. On my side, Jake Lorenzen or Jamie Calvert would yell out, and then the team would respond. 1, nothing's wrong with me. 2, nothing's wrong with me. 3, nothing's wrong with me. 4, break! And then they go on the field.
So bodies, drowning pool bodies. If you had shown me his list having number one drowning pool bodies, I would have said this is a lie. There's no way this man.
It was so good.
It's a classic.
It's a good ass song.
Second half.
Second
half of the game. We're getting ready to go into the second half. Other team. 1, 2, 3, team. Our team. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Ah, break. And then they go in.
Incredible.
First half, second
Drowning
half.
pool bodies.
I love my team. They were so good. We had a game in Tampa. We got destroyed. We had such a good time. We came back. We went to the International Mall. My entire team was wearing hoodies, and security followed us around for like 2 hours. And because my entire team were a bunch of idiots, and I kind of played into it, then we purposely just kept walking around to see how far security would follow us. So it became a game. I was like, let's see. Are they going to follow us over here? Yep, they sure are.
How long till they give up?
And it was funny because we only stopped at International because, we could go to the food court and everybody could get whatever the heck they wanted.
That food court
really
is popping.
the only reason we stopped there. So, but anyway, that's my number one song was Bodies.
I love that.
Yeah,
so funny.
it was so
You
fun.
could have given me 1,000 guesses and I never would have landed on Bodies. Like, that's incredible.
That is it.
Like, I feel like you guys would have eventually got to paparazzi with me. Like, it just,
It does fit.
Yeah, like, especially when you consider the song, like, content and stuff like that. Like, it's a very creepy song. It's very, like, it speaks to me as a person.
Oh, creep.
And,
Speaks to
like...
me.
Yeah.
Creed was 2000's, but we didn't bring that in. I think they were in there. Was with arms wide open? Was that 2000s? I think it was.
Creed was 2000s.
Yeah, I think Arms Wide Open
I
was 2000s.
genuinely don't care enough about Creed.
I struggled to keep Nickelback off of my list.
And you know what? I'll be honest,
Nickelback had some bangers.
They had some good songs that
No.
could have been in there.
Burn It to the Ground. Like, I think it's too late, but at the same time, I do not care. If I hear that song, I'm going to lose my mind.
Again,
You guys had no love for the Killers.
You know what? I did think about Mr.
Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
Mr.
Brightside.
Mr. Brightside was on my honorable mention. I forgot to mention.
There are some songs
It's a
that
good album.
didn't make it to my list that I was just like, they're probably going to swim to the island on their own. Like, they're going to make it there. They're going to make it.
Andy, sorry, man, but he's gonna bring a bunch of stuff. It's all heavy.
Oh, I'm sure.
All Andy stuff he's gonna bring is all heavy. But again, this is why we do this. We have a good time. And actually, it was really funny. This one was an interesting one because we talked a lot about songs that meant something to us for some reason or another. I feel like more than other episodes. Other episodes
Kind
we
of
were
objective,
picking
kind of,
sort
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit more objective because, like you said, objectively, Bodies definitely doesn't make my top 5.
Yeah. Objectively, if you said that, I'd be like, Angel, do you need to go to the hospital?
However, with the background for me with that song, it is. I hear. It's so funny because I hear that song and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Which is the total opposite of the song.
Yeah.
But that song brings happy memories to me, So
Well, that's me with like Bombshell. Like that song was played at every single hockey game, every
Yeah.
football game, anything I ever went to as a teenager, any sports game I played. I mean, when Worlds Collide was on Tony Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
There's all sorts of reasons for me to show up there.
Yeah.
Like that. Just this. It is. Is it something that lyrically you go, that sounds like a Jess song? No.
Right.
Is that something musically you go, I bet Jess listens to that? The only person who would say that is my husband, who has a pretty good track record for going, hey, this trash rock sounds like something you'd listen to. And I'll be like, how dare, this is great. I love this. Actually,
Yeah, I'm
this
kinda
is
messing
really,
with this.
yeah, this is pretty great. Devil May Cry soundtracks, hell
yeah.
yeah. Guilty Gear soundtracks, hell yeah. And it's all the same. but
Skullgirls.
Oh,
soundtrack
my
is
God.
That's a really
too.
good soundtrack.
That's a great soundtrack.
our producer is
And,
nodding
well, you know
very,
what? And we're
very-
gonna bring James back in because we're gonna do songs from video games podcast.
Excited. I'll do 10 episodes. I'll do 100 episodes.
Okay. Question. The question for that is it going to be songs from video game soundtracks or songs that were like made for video
so
games?
not Tony Hawk, not SSX, because those are all outside songs that
Yeah.
were brought
licensed.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking more, songs that were either written for. Which, by the way, we're gonna bring Jesse back for this episode. I'm gonna tell you,
You
right
already brought
now
me
that
back for this
song
episode.
is gonna be on my list. But songs from movies that were specifically. I don't want to say that they were written for movies necessarily, but that most people would have never heard of it had it been because of the movie.
So
I
more-
know there are certain ones that were written for movies.
Well, 'cause, like,
for me,
More on association than
like
intention.
Javier and I are gonna. We're just gonna put this one on the list. So we're just gonna tell you right now, the song from Treasure Planet.
love
That's
that
It's
song.
a very good song.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that song.
So
I still
strong
hear
resonate.
it's real.
So,
so
songs
good.
like that, that were in movies or
So like
blah, blah,
Princess
blah.
of the Universe and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we'll bring you back for that one, and we'll see when we do the podcast.
You guys are
for it.
gonna hate what I bring for that.
None of us put the Offspring on there.
I had put the
They're
Offspring on the previous one. I put the Offsprings
Yeah.
on the 90s one, and I felt like the Offspring 90s was stronger than the 2000s, so that's the only reason I didn't
disagree with that.
There's definitely one album. I can't remember the name. The one that You're Gonna Go Far Kid is on. amazing
Rise
album.
and Fall, Rage and Grace and something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Bingo
No Rage
album.
Against the Machine from any of us, by the way.
I like Rage. They're not gonna be on my top 10.
that.
Heck you, I won't do what you told me. Anyway, so
Mambo Kurt. Oh my goodness. You haven't heard that. Anyway.
Mambo
continue.
number 5? What?
No, so like there's a lot of different there's a lot of cool ways to even do the video game music one or the like songs from things. Oh,
Yeah.
that's going to be very good. Going to be very hard in some cases because I don't know if you guys are aware of how much absolute slop we watch, but there's a lot of that slop that has its own soundtrack of original songs that isn't a musical. Like it's just a song made for the movie.
Yeah.
I think musicals needs to be a different podcast.
Musicals needs to be a
Of
different
course.
podcast.
Yeah.
But
musicals needs to be a different podcast.
I'm going to need everybody to watch Get Even.
Now, now it can be songs. Ooh, see that's a tough one because there are certain movies that are like have a lot of music in them.
Yeah.
Are they musicals?
Yeah.
Like
think-
what? Like if you're talking The Wedding Singer, no, it's not a musical.
No. Like Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company.
That's a musical.
That's a musical.
I was
It's,
gonna
it's,
say,
a,
that's-
it's a
that's
Disney
pretty-
movie. It's
Yeah.
like Aladdin. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
It's like other like
Lion King.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Musical.
I watched, speaking of The Lion King, I watched
Actually,
Jeremy Irons.
See that. So Tarzan to me is not a musical, but
Tarzan is the only one
Tarzan
that I would
might
argue.
be, yeah. The only musical thing that
yeah.
has it, or musical thing, is the tent or the
Yeah.
Trash in the Camp.
'Cause
Like that's
unlike
Yeah.
a lot of other Disney songs, that's the only one where they actually have the character singing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of them are all, just Phil Collins
so we're gonna say
doing his best damn work.
Oh, you know what? We need to finish this podcast
we need
because
to.
we're gonna keep going.
goodbye.
Because honestly, I'm gonna throw this out there because I'm guessing you've already seen it. But if you haven't seen it, you need to see it before we do this. El Dorado.
Are you? I want you to
figured-
look
I
me in the
figured-
damn
I
eyes
figured
and
as
say
much.
that again.
That's why I said I figured you'd already seen it.
El Dorado,
The
Prince of
music
Egypt.
on El Dorado is so
of
good
Egypt.
too. The
Prin-
great.
Here's the
big
problem.
Rock.
Here's the problem is that we're going to go into this and what it's going to become is a PowerPoint from me as to why Prince of Egypt was peak DreamWorks and we're never going to get better.
we're
or
just
worse.
They never made a better
listen.
movie.
We're
They
just
didn't.
gonna start.
They didn't.
We're gonna start making stupid quotes that nobody's gonna understand, like the hip. You know?
Prince of Egypt being the best thing they've ever made is insane because again they also made El Dorado
And
they
Shrek.
also- El Dorado, Shrek. I think the How to Train Your Dragon series is amazing.
Yeah. But
But
Prince of Egypt
is peak. I watched it only a few months ago, and it holds up.
it's so
insanely
good.
well.
It's such a well animated movie.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is incredible. I will listen to that soundtrack all day. Martin Short is in that, isn't he?
Yeah. So is
Steve Martin?
Steve Martin. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
insane.
they're the magicians.
Yeah, and it's insane.
But we need to stop.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah,
actually
because we're
Goodbye.
gonna keep going. See, this is what happens. We get rolling.
Goodbye.
But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Really do appreciate all of you listening. Please tell a friend. And once again, thank you so much. Love you guys. If you're on YouTube, subscribe.
We are well. You're out of
Wow.
options.
Yeah, you're out of options. That's right.
You're
We
out
forgot
of
about the fact to
options.
tell these people that the name of the podcast is Out of Options.
You're out of options.
Do-do-do-do-do.
You're out of options.
Do-do-do-do.
You're out of options.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
So am I apparently.